Welcome all. In this video, we are going to see how to use a impedance analyzer to measure the impedance of any kind of sample. It's maybe a simple sample like gel, or it may be a film. So for that, what we are using here is, here you are using a analog discovery 2 module, which is basically a instrument which can provide different functionality, like to visualize and to give to generate different kind of signal, voltage, current signal, this device. And with that, a impedance analyzer module is attached here. You can see this is the impedance analyzer module and this is the analog discovery 2 instrument. Okay, so with attaching this, we can perform impedance analysis of any kind of sample we have. So for that, what we have to do here is, here it is a USB driven device. We are going to connect this to with our PC or laptop, and we perform the impedance analysis of any sample. To perform impedance analysis, we need a software for this, and the software is Waveform. It is, so let me search here Waveform. So I already installed this software. For you people, you can search in the internet to get this software. And as I already installed, I just opened this. So when I open this, this is showing that no device detected. So let me put the device. So I'm just insert that USB cable to my computer. So okay, so I'm retry. Yeah, so you can see the functionality now all are active. Okay, there are various functionality. You can see scope, wave generator, there are and many others, but we only primarily focus now only in impedance. Okay, so let me click on impedance now. Yeah, this is the interface for the impedance analysis, and let me tell you about what parameters we can measure from here. That is phase, voltage, current, impedance, admittance. These are the parameters, and many parameters are there which we can measure. Okay, so and we can give our choice of frequency band. Okay, by clicking here drop down box, we can give any band of frequency. This is the start frequency and this is the stop frequency. Then this is the sample, how many sample it will take in this range, and this is the decade, and this is the device configuration actually. And you will get this thing in details in when you download the that software. So go through that at that time, you will get to know what is this. Okay, so I'm not going into that thing. Here you can put the amplitude, how much amplitude you are going to apply, the voltage amplitude. Then the register here, and this is a reference register for calculating the impedance. About this, you also get to know when you download that Waveform software, and you can search about how to perform impedance analysis and in internet, and you will get to know what is this effective register or reference register is. Okay, then most important thing, that is compensation. So for compensation, we have before going to the test, we have to do the compensation first. So let me click here compensation, then here put it enable. See, this is a open compensation. Okay, for open compensation, we have to open, means these two terminals should be open. Okay, so here I put it open. So after that, what I will do is I will click the compensation, do open compensation here. So I am clicking here, it will ask okay. So you can see the compensation is running now. Like that, for every effect means registered value, we have to perform the compensation first, then only we can go for our test. Okay, so I'm doing for next one. You may say this is the calibration of instrument. Okay, okay, so open calibration is now it will over. Okay, see, okay, so open calibration is open compensation is over. Now we will go for the short compensation. So for short compensation, what we have to do here is we have to sort these two terminal which are coming out of this device. So I am using this one to sort it. One second. So I just sort these two terminal, you can see here. Okay, then I will start the compensation here. Just make it enable, click in that enable part, it will enable, then do short compensation. Okay, then next one. The last one. Okay, so yes, so after this the device is calibrated and now we can start our measurement. So let me close it. So for the testing purpose I just put at the start frequency and stop frequency 1 kilohertz and 1 megahertz. Based on your requirement you can change this to any frequency. There are means from starting from 1 millihertz to 25 megahertz. So you can take any frequency band and starts your test. Okay, so and one thing here, one averaging also there, means you can set averaging and such that it will give a smooth curve. I am not using now. So and let me increase the resistance here to 1K, and it's also your choice how actually you are going to perform your tests. So based on your requirement you can put your resistance value. Okay, so now let's see. Here I am taken a gel for our testing. Okay, so it's a semi-solid sample. So what we can do here is we can put our electrode. So let me first connect this electrode. Okay, so two terminals are there, so I am just connecting this electrode. Okay, then what I will do here is, see, there are two plates and in between that the gel will be, after inserting gel will be present. So it's behave like a capacitor, means two plate and inside there a conducting medium. Okay, so it will have some impedance, right? So I just put this here. So I have to hold like this. Then I have to click here. So let me show the impedance only. I am not going to show all this. And in this section, let me put the Nyquist. One is called Nyquist plot is there. Okay, so I just select these two, means in first scope it will show me the impedance, and in the next scope, it will show me the Nyquist plot. So to start the measurement, as I already put at the electrode in the sample, let me start the measurement. So I have to click here in single. You can also put in that run. Okay, so let me do it again. See, the pattern or the curve that are coming is quite same, right? So its value is not changing. So we can do means 2 to 3 times to get ensure that the values are actually coming means same. After that we will take the data. So as I already did 3 eyes, so let me put out of the sample, that electrode out of the sample, and put it here. Then to get the data, what we have to do here is go to file, then export. Okay, here you can see which kind of data we actually want. Means first one is impedance analyzer, means it will give the frequency and trace Z. Okay, so this is our requirement. So what we can do here is we can copy it to the clipboard. Okay, then we can open a Excel file here. Let me, it's already copied. So what I'll do here is, let me open Excel. I will paste the thing. So you can see the which values are present over there is get copied to my Excel, and here we can take the data and we can plot the graphs. Okay, you can verify also. See at the last one, that is 1 megahertz, it is the impedance. This third column is impedance, so it will coming 217.45. so you can verify that. Okay, so I just close it. So let me go to again. Okay, so it is Nyquist actually. So let me impedance. Here you can verify that the values are same, right? It is also 217.45. So like that, if we want the Nyquist data, Nyquist plot data, we can take it from here. Okay, just copy to the clipboard, then cancel, or you can save it also. Based on your requirement, you can save also. So I am not saving for now. So let me paste the data here. Okay, so in this way we can perform the impedance analysis of a sample, or you can see here it is giving the Nyquist and Nyquist plot, and here it is also mentioned that this is the impedance analyzer Nyquist. So you can easily identify which one is the impedance and which one is the Nyquist one. Okay, so let me open that software. So in this way we can take any based on our requirement, we can take the admittance, inductance and anything, and we can perform the impedance test of any sample. Okay, thank you.